If you want mechanical model, you can choose mechanical model. So what is the difference you can find here means in geometry you can find only the geometry kind of thing, but when you go for the meshing, see meshing on which body we can able to do meshing, that body also be required here. So that body you have to import or you have to create under geometry only. So that is the reason in mesh it is showing geometry also. Mechanical model is like what we can say, till inputs, whatever inputs you are giving to the object software, those things we can find here. Yeah. So till in like it is like complete pre-processing work, mechanical model. So here you can able to change the engineering data, you can create the geometry, you can go for model for assigning the input. So like that kind of things we can able to see here in this option. Okay. Now what I am doing here, I am going for the engineering data now. So just double click on that one. I am deleting all these options here. Why? Because stuff my system. Now I am going for engineering data. So for that one, what you have to do, either you have to go for right click and edit, or just double click on it. Okay. Now see here defaultly it has one material is there. Defaultly, that is your structural steel. Okay. Structural steel is default material. So you can able to edit that property also. You can able to edit this property also, and we can able to call the different properties like the different materials here, or you can able to create your own material also. Now see here, right now structural steel is there. So for this structural steel you can able to change the name here. Then suppose for example, okay, suppose for example if you want to change the properties, like for example if I want to change the density of that material, here you can able to change. So whatever value you want you can enter. For example I am giving the density as 7,000. Okay, 7,000. Then isotropic elasticity means here you can find the values like Young's modulus, modulus of rigidity, bulk modulus, those options you can find here. So those values only we have to enter. So this is your isotropic properties. Okay, this is your isotropic properties. So see here, this Young's modulus is constant for every material. Every material has its constant values, so directly we can able to enter. For example, if you are performing the analysis on structure like steel materials, so for that one Young's modulus is constant. If you are going for the next option like any cast iron, mild steel, stainless steel, so for every material there is Young's modulus is constant, and based on that one Poisson's ratio is also there. So those two values if you specify means it will automatically take, see here you can find four options are there: Young's modulus, Poisson's ratio, bulk modulus, shear modulus. You know this, see these four things are there. Just what you have to do means you have to specify any two values, then the remaining two it will automatically calculate. For example, here you can find derive from means how it should see. Software itself derive the values here. Just you have to give any two values. Suppose for example, if you know Young's modulus and Poisson's ratio, you have to choose this option. Automatically these two values will calculate. If you want to specify, for example, shear modulus and Poisson's ratio. Now it will asking me here shear modulus value and Poisson's ratio value. If you want to specify bulk modulus and Poisson ratio, like that also you can able to specify. If you want to specify shear modulus and Young modulus, you can find like automatically it will calculate your Poisson's ratio. So like that we can able to see directly, we can go here and we can able to edit the values, like how much value you require. But sometimes most of the time what happens, these values will remain constant here. Why? Because Young's under the elastic limit those values remain constant here. Okay, so like that we can able to enter the values here, like that we can able to edit our property. The next thing is how to call the new thing. Here you can find only one property, that is structural steel. What about the remaining materials? Like if I want what we can say aluminium alloy, titanium, so many materials are there. If we want those materials also, in that case what we have? So see here at the top left corner, here you can find the option like engineering data sources. Okay, engineering data sources. So in this engineering data sources, if you click there, here you can find so many materials are there. It will open like this. Here a type of material will you find. You can find here like if it is a general material, you have to click on this one. If you want general non-linear materials, you can go for that one. Explicit material, hyper elastic material, magnetic pH curve, thermal materials, and composite material, fluid material. So whatever material, whatever type of material you want, you can choose from this option. So whatever option you are choosing, for example, if I am selecting general material, if you select general material, based on that general material, how many materials are there, everything will be available here at the bottom. Now you can find in general materials, you can find air, aluminium alloy, concrete, copper alloy, grey cast iron, magnesium alloy, polyethylene, silicon, and isotropic stainless steel, structural steel, titanium alloy. So these many materials are there in your general materials. If you go for general non-linear materials, here also you can find aluminium alloy non-linear, concrete non-linear, copper alloy non-linear, then gasket linear unloading, gasket non-linear unloading, magnesium alloy, stainless steel non-linear, structural steel non-linear, titanium alloy non-linear. So like that, for every, if you go for any of the option from outside, you can find the materials related to that object. Okay, you can find the materials related to that kind of property, like whatever it is. Okay, now I want general material. For example, most of the time we use general materials here. So see here, how to take the materials from here. So see here you can find the materials here. So see here at the right side you can find some plus symbol here. Okay, here you can find plus symbol. So you have to just click on that plus symbol, so automatically your material is assigning in the project or involving in the project. How to identify which material is available in our library? So there also we can check. Okay, just now we checked in structural steel. Now we change the values there. There it will automatically come. If you are here, how to identify that the material is all available in your library? So see here you can find one book symbol here. This book symbol means it is used under a project. Right now currently it is available in your project. That's the reason it is showing like that. For example, I want to specify aluminium. I want to add this aluminium alloy in my project. Just click on the plus symbol, automatically this book symbol will come here. Then we can say that that material is available for use in our project. Then concrete, then copper alloy, then grey cast iron, magnesium alloy, then polyethylene, silicon and isotropic, stainless steel, titanium alloy. So like that we can add how many materials we want, we can able to add in our project. But remember one thing guys, don't add that much materials. It will increase the size of your file. If it is getting increased means it will take more time in solving and sometimes it will get stuck also. Okay, so that is the reason which material you require, which material you require, that one only we have to choose, and we have to keep in a particular project. Don't add additional data in your projects. Okay, it will increase the file size, it will increase the solving time. Okay, now see here I added these many materials into our project. Now after adding, how to check that thing? For example, these many materials I added in my project. So in that materials, I want to change the material properties for some materials. In case, for example, for some like for example, I will take an aluminum alloy. I want to change the aluminum alloy Young's modulus value. So in that case, what you have to do? We have to go there, like the previously where we are now. At that location, we have to go there. We can able to change the values. So in that case, what we have to do? You have to go for the option like, and once again, you have to click on engineering data. Now see here, previously it is showing only structural steel, but right now it is showing so many properties here. Sorry, so many material it is highlighting here. So which material you want, you can choose here. Okay, initially like structural steel is there. For that one we have changed the density. So see here, remember one thing. Whenever you are changing the values, don't directly change the value. Okay, why? Because here for every material it is showing equals to, but when you come to structural steel, it is showing somewhere not equal to symbol here. Why? Because it got break the link. Okay, see here every material has a link. We have to link those materials. Sometimes see we can able to apply material without linking also, it's not the problem. I will show that one. Nothing is there. See here for example, but it will break your property. That is the reason, don't change directly. If you want to change any value, you have to do one thing, that is right click here. Here you can find the option like break link to source. Means if you are not choosing this option, what happened? Whatever values you are changing, it will affect in the main library also. That is the reason, first of all, we have to break this link. Now here right now, there is no link between the original material to this applied material. So right now you can able to change the value, nothing will happen to your object. Sorry, nothing will happen to your software or that original material. Okay, you can able to break the links. Okay, so like that we can able to do the work. Suppose for example, if you change the material value here, for example, I am making this one like 4000. What happened here? It is showing some non-equal to symbol. Why? Because I changed the value from 485 to somewhere to 4000, so I changed the value. It got changed in the original object also, like original material also it got changed. So how to retrieve that one? How to retrieve that one means, the thing is that just right click on that one, relink that one, refresh from linked source. It will ask you, this action will discard any unsafe changes. Do you want to continue? Yes, I want to continue this one. I want to relink the material with the original. So automatically it will get relinked. Okay, so like that we have to choose the material, and like that we have to change the material properties. Okay, now after that one, suppose for example, if I want to create my own material, okay, if I want to create my own material, so in that case what we have to do? See here, we can able to create our own material also. In that case, what I will do, just it is asking me here, click here to add a new material. Means in your library, whatever materials are there, that is different. Like it is a default materials. Apart from default materials, if you want to create a new material with your own values, that one also we can able to do it. So how to do that one? Just click here. So it will ask you to specify the name of the material. For example, name I am giving like silicon. Silicon is also there. What name we can able to specify here? Titanium is also there. I will take for example diamond. Now see here, diamond property has been placed there. Diamond material has been placed there. But see here, if you see all the materials, none of the material is showing this question mark symbol except this one. Why? Because whatever materials are there for this one, property is also there. Okay, whatever material is there for each and everything, property is also there at the bottom side. But for diamond, just we have created a new material without assigning any properties. So right now we have to specify, or we have to assign the properties to your material. So how to create? Right now I have created one material with the name diamond, but till now I didn't create or I didn't assign any property to that one. So how to assign property? Nothing is there, just go for this option. Left side you can find so many properties on this is your properties option, like physical property, linear elastic property, hyper elastic experimental data, hyper elastic Chabot test data, plasticity, creep, life strength, gasket. So these are the different properties you can find here. So from these properties, which one you required, you can choose and you can place under the material. So first one I am going for the physical properties here. For this object, see, for every object density is must. Okay, without density it is not possible to find the solution. Density is must here. So in that case what I am doing, I am taking the density and I am placing under property. Now see here, density has been placed here. What is the density of your object? For example, I am giving here some 10,000. Now see here, automatically that question mark symbol has been gone from here. Why? You assign one property to that object. That question mark symbol shows nothing is there in that material. Means no property is assigned to that material, like that is showing there. But right now I assign one property, due to which that question mark symbol gone from there. Now I place the density under that material. Now again what I want here, linear elasticity. I want isotropic elasticity. And Young's modulus I am giving something like 2.5 e to the power of 5, for example. Poisson's ratio I am giving like 0.4, for example. Just randomly I am taking the values here. So see here, isotropic elasticity also, like Young's modulus, all those things also I assigned here. See here, these are the important things we have to specify. Then the most important thing we have to place here is ultimate strength, ultimate tensile force, ultimate tensile stress. Those things also be required here. So that value will be present under, see, whatever properties you want you can take here. It's not like that. You can place all the properties there. And plasticity, I don't want anything in plasticity. Strength, yeah, in strength you can find tensile yield strength. That value I am giving like 650 MPa. And compressive yield strength in MPa I am giving like 650. And tensile ultimate strength I am giving 750 megapascal. Then compressive ultimate strength I am giving like some 750 only. So randomly I am taking, guys, it's not the accurate values. Okay, so like that we can able to create our material. See here, guys, one more thing I can able to do here. For example, I have taken structural steel. Okay, I have taken structural steel. With the same name I want one more material. Okay, with the same name, structural steel only, I require one more material. Like the first one is structural, the next one I'm giving like structural steel 1, structural steel 2, structural steel 3. Like I want structural steel only, but different with the different values I required. So in that case, what we have to do? So in that case, nothing is there. Just right click on the structural steel. You can find the option like duplicate. just click on duplicate, automatically the duplicate material has been created with the name as structural steel 2. See here, don't change directly value here. Why? Because I already said it is a linked, this material is a linked with the original one. So that is a problem here. So what you have to do, first of all, if you are creating a duplicate, see, don't directly change the values under this thing, original material. First create the duplicate. Under the duplicate, you can able to first delink that one, then assign the property, like change the property. Like first of all, I am breaking this link to the source. Now I am changing the values of whatever I require. I am giving, for example, 7,000. This one I am giving 2.1 e to the power of 5. Poisson's ratio I am giving 0.33. Now see here, right that we can able to create the new materials. We can create the duplicate materials. We can call the materials from our library. So like that we can assign the materials to our object. Understand, guys? Any doubt in this one?
No, sir.
Any doubts? Okay, then after this one, what I will do, I will go for the next thing, that is geometry. Okay, the next thing is geometry. So in that case, see, after assigning the material, nothing is there, just close this engineering data, that's it. All materials will be available in the library now. Just close that one, automatically it will add it to your project. Okay, the next thing is engineering. Sorry, after that one, after engineering data, we have to create the geometry, or we have to import the geometry. Importing geometry, I will tell you later. Why? Because I don't have any STP or IGS file right now. We will check that one later. First of all, what I will do, I will go for the option here like geometry creations. How to create geometry? See here, for example, instead of this one, like instead of choosing from here, what you are doing individual kind of things. Like you are taking engineering data separately, geometry separately, model separately, then you are working on it. So in that case, what we have? So see here, I have taken geometry here directly. You can place this thing here. Now for this geometry, we don't have any engineering data. So nothing is there, just pick this one place here, it's not picking. It's not coming. Nothing is there. Actually, it will come under projects, like when we are doing any kind of analysis, at the time we can able to do this thing, like directly we can left click on this one, drag and leave on this geometry. So automatically what happened, all this engineering data will be imported to geometries. Like that only, all the engineering data will be imported to modeling side also. So like that we can able to do it. Now right now I am going for the geometry. See, double click also we can do, but it will enter into the space claim. It's better to do right click, new design modular geometry. So our engineering data is completed now. So whatever material you want, you can take. After that one, we have to go for geometry, either for importing also, or for what we can say creating also. Creating geometry is a little bit difficult here. Okay, why? Because it's not a modeling software, it's a analysis software. So mostly it is somewhat difficult for you to create the geometry. So my suggestion is, mostly whenever you are creating anything, create in a modeling software, then import it. It's better. Otherwise, it will take more time to create a simple model also under analysis modeling software. Okay. Now see here, the geometry environment has been opened there. Right now you can find an empty space. You cannot find any command. See here, it's not like a different software we can find here directly on the screen. All the some options will be available to see on the screen, like on the top left corner. Some are on the top side, like you can find menu bar like file, edit, view तो साथ है ना, that one we can say as a menu bar. Under menu bar you can find the all the commands for creating a geometry. So see here, remember one thing, whenever you are creating the geometry, or we can say whenever you are starting the project, first of all keep in mind units, in which unit your project is there, mm, meter, centimeter, so whatever it may be, first of all you have to see carefully in which units currently, what is the unit in the software and which in which unit your project is there. So based on that one you have to choose the unit system. So first of all, see, right now I am in geometry. The first thing what I am doing, I am changing the units like to mm. So go for units. Here you can find meter, centimeter, millimeter, micrometer, foot, inches. So I am choosing here millimeter. Okay. Now see here at the bottom side you can find mm here. On the graphical area, here you can find it is mm, means our object right now whatever we will create, it is creating under mm. If you choose meter, there will come meters only. See, only m it will come. If you go for the option like centimeter, it will come cm here. If you go for micrometer, it will come like um. So like that we can do. So I want mm here. Wait a second, guys. I will be back in a minute. Yeah, now see here, guys. Now, how to create geometry? On the graphical area, you cannot find anything. See, you people already done your modeling software. There you can find planes on which you will create the sketches, and with the help of those sketches only you will create the 3D geometries. But currently you cannot find any plane also on the screen. Then how we can able to select the planes here? Then how we can able to create? See here, we cannot able to select planes on the graphical area. We have to select the planes directly on a specification. From here onwards, you have to select planes. Okay. Then how to identify which plane is? So here the bottom right corner you can find the coordinate system like x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. So if you choose zx plane, means it will become like this. XY plane will become like this, and YZ plane will become like this. So based on that one, you have to select the plane and you have to create the sketches here. See here, I am clicking on XY plane. Now it is showing how it will be representing here. If you go for ZX plane, it is representing like this. If you go for YZ plane, it is representing like this. Now, what we have to do, we have to create one sketch. On which plane you have to create? Select one. So here you can find the option new sketch. If you go for new sketch here, under that plane one sketch has been created. Okay, here you can find the option like sketch, new sketch. So click on that one, select the plane, or select the plane, click on that one, automatically it will show the sketch option. Now see here, sketch is created, but it is not showing the 2D plane. Still it is in a 3D view only. So what we have to do to enter into the 2D environment? Okay, it is in the 3D environment only. So what we have to do to enter into 2D environment? So in that case, what we have to do here, you can find the option here. Look at face. Okay, look at face, plane, or datum. It is showing something like that option there. So just click on that. So automatically now see here, it is showing your 2D plane. But when you carefully see here, here it is not showing any command related to the sketch. Okay, it is not showing a single command related to sketch. So where we can find all the commands which is related to sketch. See here in the left side only you can find two options are there: sketching, modeling. Modeling and sketching, two options you can find here. So right now we have to create sketch. So what you have to do, you have to click on sketching. You have to go to sketching here. Now here when you go for sketching, here only you can find so many options are there for creating the sketch. First thing is draw commands, modify commands, dimensions, constraints, settings. First we will check what is settings here. Then we will go for the next option. Go for settings here. Settings is like here you can find grid. Grid you already know, you have to be, like you have learned in the modeling software or you have learned in the AutoCAD software. Grid means it's like a graphical representation of the screen, like it will look like a graph. Okay, if you enable this one, I want show in 2D like that. Now stay here, you can find grids on the screen. Snap also you have learned in the AutoCAD software, picking the points on the grid lines. So if you want that snap also means you can enable this one. Now what it will do, it will only okay. Now it will whenever you are creating anything, it will pick the end points of these grid lines and it will create your object. Okay, so but it's somewhat we will face some difficulty here while we are using this option. So that's the reason most of the time what we will do, we will disable these things. We don't require grids. The next thing is major C. Here grid means we have seen the lines there. What I will do, I will enable this. Now I am going for the spacing. Right now see the spacing between each box, like from this point to, like for example this is a box now, grid box. uh, from for each point how much space is there here? 10 mm. If you want to increase that space to 20 mm, automatically the space got increased there. Okay, that space got increased there. So like that, whatever space you require you can use and you can place there. The next thing is minor step per major. So how much the values you have to, like how many space, like how many lines you required for each spacing, you can represent there. Like I want 5 space, like 5 lines I required here. So whatever you want you can place there according to your, see here these things are not that much important, just I am showing you here. Other than that nothing is there in this one. Then I am going for the next option, that is draw command. That is very important. Now see here in draw command, the first command you can find here is line. These are individual lines. Like that you can able to create how many lines you require. Okay, this is the single lines you can able to create here like this. The next option you can find tangent line. I see here, you people already know what is tangent. Tangent is a line which passing through a circumference of circle and touching only at one point, we can say as a tangent line. Okay, the tangent line we have to, if we want to create, means we require any circumference. Circumference means either we require a circle or arc compulsory. Right now we don't have anything, so forget about this command, this one and this one. We'll check this one later. Tangent line and line by two tangents we will discuss on later. Why? Because we require some circular things. Right now I don't have what I will do. Before entering into this two command, I will complete the remaining commands here. The next command you can find here is polyline. Polyline is a continuous line. See here, line is a individual line, means only you can able to create a single line here. But whereas when you go for the polylines, you can able to create multiple lines here, like this. After creating the line, suppose I want this much line here. Don't press escape. After creating the line, don't press escape. If you are creating any polyline or spline, don't press escape here. What happened? Whatever you will create, everything will go. Okay, whatever you will create, everything will be gone here. So what you have to do, so whenever you are taking the polyline now, after creating your object or sketch, don't press, if you press enter also nothing will happen. Okay, so what you have to do means you have to right click here. After creating the sketch, right click here. Here you can find the option here, open end and closed end. If you press open end, then your command will get escape and your object also has been created here. That is open end. Now if you want a closed end, means for example I am creating this object like this. I want this one as a closed end, means I want this object as like a closed sketch I want here. So in that case what you do, don't create like this, just right click, go for close. So automatically it will close your sketch like this. Okay, that is your open end and closed end. Understand this one? Now after that one, polygon. Go for the polygon option. Polygon is nothing but number of sides we can able to create. See, it is somewhat related to triangular things or rectangular things only. But polygon is somewhat different. Why? Because polygon is a closed shape which has sides. Polygon is a closed shape which has sides. So how many sides it has? See, n number of sides it may be there in a polygon in real time. Okay, for polygon n number of sides are there, but every software has its own capacity. For example, if we talk about AutoCAD software, there you can able to create near minimum 3 sides of polygon, maximum 1024 sides we can able to create in AutoCAD. But whereas when you come to the Ansys software, here you can able to create maximum 36, I think. Yeah, maximum we can able to create 36 sides here, minimum 3 sides. Why? If I press 2 here, it will not take. Why? Because two sides are there, but it will not make any closed shape. Per polygon, two conditions should satisfy. One is closed shape, the next one is sides. Circle is also not a polygon. Why? Because it doesn't have any sides. So remember this. Polygon requires sides as well as closed shape. That is the reason for making any closed shape which has sides, minimum we require 3 sides here. Now we can able to create our polygon. It's a triangle actually. Okay, it's a triangle. So like that we can able to create the things. How many sides you want, you can place here. For example, I want 5 sides. Enter. It will create 5 sides here. Like this. Okay. If you require some 10 sides, you can able to specify 10 sides also. Okay. Specify the center point, create the 10 sides polygon. Okay, so like that we can able to create the polygons. The next thing is rectangle. The next thing is rectangle. Rectangle, see here, rectangle has, you see, rectangle normally we can able to create here like this. This is a normal rectangle. Suppose for example, if we want to create a filleted rectangle, means fillet you already know, like it will create some curvature shape here at the corner point. This one we can say as a fillet. If you want to create a filleted rectangle also we can able to radius of open auto fillet. Set starting point of your rectangle, end point of your rectangle, then specify how much radius you require. So like that, we can able to create the related rectangles. Understand, guys? Now, after that one, I don't want any related rectangle. I want normal rectangle. Means you can create normal rectangle also. Okay. The next thing is rectangle by 3 points. See here, previously we have created rectangle with 2 points. Right now I am creating rectangle with 3 points. So here we can able to create, we can able to orient our rectangle. Means we can able to change the angle of the rectangle. Angle in the sense I am not talking about the internal angle. I am talking about the external angle. That's what we can able to change. Like for example, we can change. It is a rectangle. See here, rectangle means internal angle should be 90 degrees. All the angles. Then what is this rectangle by 3? What is this one means? Just we are orienting the position, like we are changing the orientation of the rectangle. Like 3 points we are specifying. Like that we can able to create. Like at what angle you want to create the rectangle, you can able to create it. So like that, this is my rectangle option. Okay, 3 point rectangle. In that one also you can make auto fillet. Like this. After creating a rectangle, you can able to specify the radius. Okay. Now the next one you can find here is oval shape. You can able to create oval shape also here. First to create the axis, then specify the radius how much you require. Okay. First create the axis for that oval shape, then specify the radius how much you required. That is your oval shape. The next one is circle. If I want to create circle here, we can able to create circle also like this. The center point, next point we have to specify. See here, then we have been left with two options initially, that is tangent lines. Initially I don't have any arc or circle, that's the reason. What I have done, I have left that option. Right now I am showing why, because I have two arcs here. So go for the tangent line. Go for the tangent line. First tangent we have to specify, second tangent is not required. Why? Because it is single tangent line. So here it is creating one tangent here and it is creating a line. How much length you want, you can able to specify. Suppose for example, if I want to create a line by making a bitangent, if I want to create a line by making a bitangency relation, then we have to go for the option line by two tangent. Line by two tangent means we have to specify two tangent points. So if we want two tangent point means we require two arcs or two circles. So right now I have two arcs here. This is my first tangent. This is my second tangent. So by joining those two tangents, it will make one line. Understand, guys? Understand this one? This is my line by two tangents. The next option after circle is circle by three tangents. Suppose for example, if I want to create any circle by using three tangent lines. Wait a second, guys. Yeah. Now come to the option circle by three tangents. So here we have to specify three tangent points, like first tangent, second tangent, third tangent. So by making these three tangency relations here, we create one circle. One tangent, two tangent, three tangent. So by making three tangency relations, we create one circle. The next one is arc by tangent. The next one is arc by tangent. So here what happened? It will create an arc by making a tangency relation with any of the line. For example, I am using this line as my tangent line. Now see here, right now it is creating one arc like this. This is the arc by tangent. The next option we can find here is arc by 3 points. Arc by 3 points. So here we have to create a arc by using 3 points. First point, second point, third point. First point, second point, third point. So like that, by using this 3 point option, we can able to create the arc. The next option we can find here is arc by center. Means here what you have to do, you have to specify the center point of your arc, starting point of the arc, ending point of the arc. See guys, these options you already know, just roughly I'm saying to you. Center point, starting point, ending point. Okay, so like that we have to specify the arc by center. The next option we can find ellipse. We can able to create ellipse also here. And first of all, for ellipse we have to create the center point, specify center point, major axis end point, minor axis end point. So like that we can able to create the ellipse also here. Okay, this is my ellipse shape. The next option we can find here is spline. Spline is the option. It is same like polyline only, but in polyline it will create a straight lines, but in spline it will create the curvature lines like this. It is mostly used for creating the irregular shapes. Okay. Now, after creating this spline, if you press escape, nothing is going to create. I already said that for polyline and spline, whenever you are creating, don't press escape. Right click. Here you can find the option. First option is open end. It will keep like that. If you go for the next option, that is closed open end with, see here right now, when you carefully see here, wait a second, it is creating a spline and it is showing only 2 points here, like this is the first point, this is the second point. If you want to modify, you can modify this thing. Okay, it is not modified here. Why? Because this is for this spline nothing is there to modify. Why? Because you have created with the normal thing. Suppose for example, if I want to create a spline which should be modifiable later, means in that case what you have to do, you have to go for the option open end with fit point. So here what it will do, it will create, wherever you click now for creating the spline, at that location it will create one point, and that point it is used for modifying the thing. First escape this thing, pick this point and drag. Actually it will modify here, but right now it's not modifying here. Don't worry, in modify commands you can find the option here, spline edit. Select this spline. Now we can able to edit this. Okay, now we can able to edit that thing. So like that we can able to work with a spline. Some more options are there in this spline. We'll check that one also. See here, fit point means the point will come on the spline itself only. Suppose if you go for the open end with control point, means the points whatever it may be now, it will not come on this spline, it will come away from this spline. So from here we have to modify this. Okay, from these points we can able to modify our spline. The next option we can find here is right click, closed end. Okay, open end with fit and control point, means with the help of this one, both you can able to find the fit points as well as control points on the object. Both the things we can see. Right now you can, this is your fit point which is coming on the spline. This is the control point which is coming away from the spline. And the next option we can find in spline here is closed end. Means what it will do, it will close your spline like this. Even if it is not closed also, it will close here. Just what it will do, it will join starting point and ending point, it will make a closed profile here. The last option you can find here is in spline, right click, close end with fit points. So wherever you click, it will create the point there. With the help of that point, able to find our lines. The next one is construction points. If you want to create any construction point, you can able to create here. 1, 2, 3. Just click wherever you want. You can create the points in that location. Okay. The next one is construction point at intersection. Suppose, for example, two lines are there. See, for example, here I have two lines are there which is intersecting at this point. So right now it is not picking that point. But if I want that point, means first what you have to do, you have to create an intersection point between those two lines. So for that one, go for a construction point at intersection. Select this the first line. This is the second line. Now see here, automatically the point has been created. Okay, so like that we can able to create the sketches. Okay, understand this one? Any doubt till here?